Like, every once in a while, I've got like 4,000 hours on EU4, and every once in a while I'll be streaming it, and someone be like, hey, Ben, you know you can do this? And I'd be like, I've never noticed that button before.
Yeah, you can do what now? The most recently I had that with is, and here's one for everybody. If you click on a starbase in Stellaris and click the U key on your keyboard, it upgrades it. One of the most useful things ever, and I found out about it about 3 months ago.
How many thousands of hours do you have on Stellaris now?
Just over 3,000 hours.
Okay. Respectable. It's no Maddie, but it's respectable. Never feel bad if you don't feel like you're an expert in our games, or you don't know anything, or you've just found something out. It happens to all of us. It happens to us, and we work here.
Yeah, quite.
Hello, everybody, and welcome, slightly belatedly, to the Stellaris 2022. Forgot what year it was. DevClash. Apologies. A little bit of technical difficulties at the start there. Wrangling this many developers can be challenging. But anyway, we're back and we're live. Say hello, DJ.
Hello, everybody. I'm DJ. I'm the other host of this here affair. And welcome back to this week's episode. I'm quite excited. We ended with a few interesting things happening at the end of last week's stream, and I'm very excited to see where it goes. I think we're going to see some war today.
Oh, hopefully.
Some
big war.
Let's move along with the music. Something
one would assume they're going to try and do something about the Crisis Assurance Corps, right?
There's a lot of evil in the Empire. Oh, and before we get into it, because I am obligated to wear a nerd shirt.
Well, I have to qualify, you guys. And if I qualify, maybe I will.
Nostromo
make
today.
Nobody really knows, except I guess
yeah,
myself.
okay,
I really haven't thought
Nostromo
about
today.
It,
It's acceptable. It's acceptable.
I was inspired by the pod people.
Got you.
What Serenity pods? What did they call them? Something cocoons?
Oh gosh, what were they?
It was something cocoons, right?
Safety cocoons.
Safety cocoons. There we go.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, cocoons, aliens, it all works together. Anyway, we're late, so why don't we hop on into it?
Yeah, right.
Live content, friends. Let's transition.
And look at the state of the galaxy. So it is 2299. What we have sort of as the main event in the galaxy at the moment is that the Crisis Assurance Corps have taken the Crisis perk. Meaning that they have declared their intent to destroy the galaxy. Now, the interesting thing about this is they're in a federation. Because they're in a federation with the Automated Support Unit and the human game developers from Earth.
Hang on. Did the Doughnut people just join a federation, or were they like that before?
1 second.
I thought they were the odd man out when we left before.
No, the Doughnut people are no longer the odd man out.
Okay.
The Doughnut people have joined the Horticulturists and the Commonwealth in their federation. They are now Gardeners of the Galaxy.
Oh, I love it. Although,
it's happened.
You know what bugs me
recently.
is that so many of these federations are like almost identical colors. On my side, at least, I'm going to turn off the Union's map mode so I can see better.
Yes, unfortunately, the Panicwealth Empire Federation and the Crisis Assurance Corps are a little similar color-wise.
So
basically,
go. No, I was going to say, poor Church of Gainz. They're now solo.
The Church of Gainz, if I were them, I would be concerned. I'm not going to lie. They're bottom of the scoreboard. Although they have a semi-decent strength fleet.
A little low on pops, too.
Yeah. Obviously, the strongest fleet in the galaxy is the human game developers with their 100k stack. It's not actually that much.
40%.
So, yes, but the numbers can be deceiving. So, if we look at their fleets, if I remember rightly, one moment, their fleets are... Oh, no, they've got some battleships in now. Okay, no, they're not in as weak a position. So, for a long time, their fleets were made up entirely of cruisers, which meant that if they ran into battleships, their fleets would melt. Yeah? But they've started to build battleship fleets now, so they're not in as weak a position as they were. If they were going to be playing with just cruisers, they would be in an incredibly weak position. As well as that, you've got the Commonwealth at 63k, and also Heavy Metal Inc. at 63k. Although the funny thing is, whilst at the moment I suspect they look at the human game developers from Earth as the bad guys, if they leave their federation, they're going to probably be leading the charge against the quality assurance score.
If I might interject for a moment here, I was just looking around, and was a little save file editing going on, perhaps between
No.
Because I definitely see a empire named Crisis Assurance Corps now.
Oh, they've just renamed their empire.
Mm-hmm. I just noticed that. I went down there to look at them. I was like, oh, it's a little different.
Yeah. All they've done is rename their empire. Yeah.
Yeah, all they've done. Yeah, no, embrace evil and rename their empire.
Yeah, I mean, I think their theory on this is that bugs can't exist in a galaxy where there's no life. So
I thought the theory was if they're going down, they're burning down the galaxy with them.
And so, Lauren, one of the reasons that the Church of Gainz points so low, so it's a few things. The first thing is their population is lower than anyone else. If you look, they have the lowest population in the galaxy. And the second thing is that they're not in a federation, so they don't get the points for the federation. So because of that, they're definitely weaker. All of the people in this federation, the Heavy Metal Inc. and the Order of Our Lady Trappist and the Panicwealth, they're getting trade bonuses because they're a trade league, if I remember rightly. Let's check that. Now that I've said that. No, let's look at their outliner, please. And I'm not getting the Federation menu. Oh, there it is. It was there. I was just blind. So yeah, they're in a trade league, which will push up their economy massively for all three of them. So that's helping them score-wise as well. Who has the highest income of alloys? So the humans have 379. The Panicwealth have 51. 233 for the Commonwealth. 215 for the Order of Our Lady Trappist. 98 for Heavy Metal Inc. 208 for the Crisis Assurance Corps. The Doughnut Corporation are at 108. The Horticulturists are at 103. Sorry. 69 for the Automated Support Units, and 66 for the Church of Gainz. So the human game developers have the highest income of alloys by quite a margin.
Not surprising.
No, to be perfectly honest with you, it's not. The other thing that the rest of the empires need to concern themselves with is not only have they got the highest alloy income, they also have the Cybrex Warforge as their relic, which means that they are able to push out even more alloys, or they can take the Ether Drake trophy. But in combat, in times of war, obviously, they're going to use the alloys. And they're starting to repair their Ringworld in Sun as well. Which, considering they also have Cybrex Alpha, yeah, they're probably in the strongest position of all of the empires at the moment.
Yeah, if I was everybody else in the galaxy, I would be thinking of a way to deal with this.
I would be deeply concerned about that particular situation, yes.
Yep.
In the long run, that would be something I would be attempting to do some diplomacy around.
Oh, I would. Yeah. I was gonna diplomacy around, gather the galaxy up, and curb stomp them. Potato.
I mean, I'm not saying that I would organize it so that the other federations allow them to lead the war against the Crisis Assurance Corps, and then the moment that the war against the Crisis Assurance Corps ended, immediately declare war on them. I'm not saying that that's what I'd do, but that's what I'd do. And is this the new beta? Yes, absolutely. The Khan event is not disabled, no. There is a Marauder Empire here, and we are at the point where they can wake up. If they do, it will change the context of the galaxy very quickly.
Mm-hmm. Well, I always like the chaos, so I'm interested to see what happens.
I will be at the moment. Heavy Metal Inc. can deal with them. And if I were them, I would wait for the Khan to wake up, rather than dealing with the Marauders now. Wait for them to wake up, kill the Khan, get the relic. That's how I would do that. Do we have anyone close to opening an L-gate? This is another very good question. Let's have a look.
I don't think we've even looked at that yet.
Nope. So nothing from... Oh, interestingly, they are incubating an Ether Drake in the human game developers. So that's happening. No L-gate here.
I'm not seeing anything yet either. I'm just browsing around.
Yeah, I am not seeing... Oh, no, wait. Yes, so... The Commonwealth are at 5 of 7. If I click past it, please let me know. 4 of 7 for the Doughnut Company. 5 of 7 for the Horticulturists.
A lot
so
of
that Federation... I was about to say, that Federation seems to be going for it together. 2 of 7 for the Church of Gainz. And 2 of 7 for the Automated Support Unit. Oh, yeah, the Automated Support Unit. Yeah. What's the precursor of every relic, of every empire? Not everyone got a relic, no. And at this point, it's quite difficult to tell because a lot of them have been finished.
We went over it on the first episode, I know that.
So the Cybrex, the humans got the Cybrex, the Voltum went to the Panicwealth, the Baul went to the Gardeners, to the Commonwealth, the Ute went to the Order of Trappist. Heavy Metal Inc. has no relics. The Arassians went to the Crisis Core. Nothing for the Donuts. The Zroni went to the Horticulturalists. Nothing for Automated Support Unit, and nothing for the Church of Gainz. So there you go.
I was honestly expecting a little bit of like between. I'm used to between sessions so much happening that at the beginning of a session there's always chaos, but we don't have we don't have inter session politicking, so there's not that immediate rush to do things.
Right.
And it's also throwing me off.
Although one thing that I am noticing, the gap between the Gardeners of the Galaxies fleets and the human game developer. So the interesting thing here is that the human game developers obviously have the strongest individual fleet, but as a federation, by adding in the Doughnut Core, the Gardeners of the Galaxy are stronger.
And they're all connected together in a smaller geographic region. They can
or are they? What's Automated Support Core? Yeah, no, because Automated Support's only at 16k, and the Crisis Assurance Corps can't really help because they're on the other side of the galaxy.
Yeah.
And they would have to go through Heavy Metal Inc., and I'm not convinced Heavy Metal Inc.'s going to open their borders to them. So, anything interesting in the Galactic Community? Yes. So, interesting. So, at the moment, there is a vote going on for Tithe of the Soulless. which makes robots much worse. The assembly cost and the upkeep cost on robots goes up quite dramatically. I don't understand why
so many abstaining.
so many are abstaining on this.
It's very close to. It's extremely close.
It's like one favor close. You call in one favor and you'll tip it. If that passes, that's going to be a major debuff on the robot empires. And then next up, we have to form the Galactic Council.
So many abstaining, and any one of them, any single one of them could easily turn the tide in either direction. I think there'd be some politicking going on there. Or maybe there was politicking to stay out of it.
So the unity gain that the ASU has is 206, and if I remember rightly, these are also rogue servitors, and they're at 334 unity. So neither of them are particularly high.
Situation log updated.
You can push your unity much, much higher than that. Heavy metal links at 493, 376 for the Crisis Assurance Corps.
Situation log
The
updated.
Order of Our Lady Trappist is at just over 1,000 unity. So yeah. But exactly as is being said in chat, if you combine the raiding stance with Rogue Servitor, you can create something really quite scary. I'm surprised we haven't had a war yet. Sorry, you were going to say.
I just noticed a little purple dot in the Commonwealth. Did they give a planetary system to the Horticulturists?
Yes, that happened. You know when they were doing where they were offering to swap worlds. So
yeah, but did that happen a while ago and I missed it, or did that just happen?
Yeah. No, that happened last episode.
When will the Church of Gainz get absorbed? I guess it depends on their political stance with their neighbors.
I'm also surprised, given their fleet power. Oh, good gosh. That'll be the Ether Drake being born, I assume, because the human game developers from Earth, their fleet power just blew up. One suspects... Yeah, Ether Hatchling, plus they're building another fleet of battleships. Yeah, they're just pumping out battleships at this point. So yeah, their fleet power's up to 120k. Doughnut's up to 40k, 30k, sorry. The Horticulturalists are up to 53.6. Commonwealth stabled out at 75k at the moment.
Oh, there's some politicking going on. Hello, Mr. Commonwealth. We can see that your voting algorithm is bugged. We have noted your behavior in the Galactic Senate. It's subject for correction. Interesting.
Oh dear.
Someone got off the fence.
Yep. Someone did get off of the fence.
I am definitely in... Oh, and there it goes.
Yeah.
I was definitely interested in seeing that being passed, because I thought that might stir the pot a little bit.
I mean... Jesus, if they can pass the next one...
Just politically murder all the robot empires.
It is this is the beauty of the Galactic Community.
Mm-hmm.
And Comrade would like to see the battleship design of the human game developers from Earth. So they have the QA class battleship, which is a carrier with a spinal mount mega cannon. They have
Torpedoes.
the designer class, which is an artillery battleship. And they have an auto-built one that obviously they're not building. So yeah, they're building designer and QA class. So they're mixing carriers and artillery. Yep, they're good designs.
I expected as much from the human game developers, though. But definitely not robots.
Coroner, you've never seen Tithe of the Soulless pass before. I tell you, going down that chain when you're playing as a Spiritualist Empire is so much fun. Just causing absolute chaos in all of the robot empires. Beautiful.
I am all for diplomatic shenanigans. Like,
Yeah.
You're playing Paradox games. You always want to see some carnage, some war, some good old Megadeth. But I am, after thousands and thousands and thousands of hours at all of our games, I love political shenanigans.
Yep. Absolutely. It's to be honest with you, it's where I enjoy multiplayer the most. We had a game the other day we were playing where, like, it was a few of us playing against AI, and a criminal megacore dared to open a single branch office on one of my worlds. So I immediately went into the Galactic Council and declared them a crisis, and just went to everyone, could you just, like, immediately declared it as an emergency resolution. Just got everyone to vote on it quickly, and the problem solved itself a few years later. And I got to sit there. Oh, by the way, I was playing a pacifist empire as well. So I just sat in my home and didn't do anything, and everyone else dealt with it for me.
That's kind of like what I'm doing right now in my current EU4 game. It's just I'm playing the personal union game. I'm just marrying. I got like 9 diplomatic relations available to me. I'm just marrying everybody who's old and decrepit and watching the vassals pour in. And then when I need to go to war, I just sit back and I let them all die. You don't play a lot of EU4, do you? Did you?
I don't, I'm afraid. EU4 is a game that, you know, you look at some games, and you know that if you start playing them, it's not going to be a, I enjoy this game. It's going to be a, why am I sitting up at 5 o'clock in the morning still playing game? Yeah? And EU4 is one of them, and I try to avoid them.
Got it. That's what happened, literally what happened last night. Like 11 p.m. rolled around, and my wife's like, "Yeah, come to bed." And I was like, "I do have to go to work early tomorrow, so maybe."
I have to admit, I had a little bit of a late one last night because we stayed up to watch the Super Bowl.
Just one more turn, 8 hours. EU4 is just one more turn, but it's just like the next move that you need to do. It's the next battle fought, the next fort sieged, it's the next marriage accomplished, and then it just goes on and on and on and on. Yep.
I do the same in Stellaris, though. You're sitting there and you're just like, okay, so I've if I get one more tradition in, then I'm going to get that Ascension perk, and then I'll stop. And then you get the Ascension perk, and you're like, yeah, but now I can build an Ecumenopolis. And then you build the Ecumenopolis, and then you're like, yeah, but now I have enough alloys to build megastructures. And the next thing you know, as you say, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and you wonder why you're so tired.
And even now, you know, I've been here all day, and this is the last thing I'm doing today before going home, and it's like I could go home and make dinner, or I could load up my EU4 game and finish that war I was in.
Yep, this is definitely an option. Actually, I have a thing I want to show you after the stream. Remind me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think you'll be interested. But yeah, with where we are right now, like especially with the military ramp up, have you seen what the Crisis Assurance Corps have just done?
No. I'm sorry. I had it off the controls and it's just yammering.
So the Crisis Assurance Corps has just gone from 30k fleet power to 86k fleet power.
Have they just been cranking out battleships?
Yes.
What are theirs? Hey, let's pull up theirs.
They have 2 fleets of corvettes.
Ugh.
No, not they're menacing corvettes.
Oh, okay.
So this has started happening.
Okay. Is that regenerative? Yeah, it is regenerative armor.
That's double regenerative hull tissue on a 90% evasion.
Okay.
Menacing corvette.
All right, I'm picking up what they're putting down.
Also using crystal plating to get the cost down.
How's their?
Although saying that with minerals, unless they've got a really good stockpile of crystals, I'm not sure I'd do that.
They don't have that many crystals.
No. But yeah, they're building their menacing ships out. They've only got the corvettes at the moment. So that's why they're pumping those out, because obviously they get to build these with minerals. It's only 270 minerals per Corvette.
Special
So
project
they are
complete.
very, very easy to push out. And meanwhile, while they're doing that, at the same time, they're spending their alloys on battleships to double their fun.
Well, given the fact they got a phenomenal ass whooping last game, I would love to see them come back and return the favor.
If I were Heavy Metal Inc. at this point, I would start to be getting very concerned.
If they notice the the fleet buildup, that is.
If they haven't, then that's on them, because they've got the espionage. They know they can see their enemy's fleet values. Yeah.
There's no danger for sudden military buildup. Yeah, it's just an exercise near your border. Promise.
Let's not joke. But yeah, if they haven't noticed it, it's all on them. And
you never know what someone's gonna miss.
Yeah, but it's up to 90k now, and that, I get the feeling, is just gonna keep going up.
They're just beta testing their ship designs, exactly. They're just spitballing, seeing what's gonna work and what's not. Nothing to be concerned about.
I would be deeply uncomfortable if I were neighbors.
The heavy metal ink did just go up a little bit, but not that much. It may have just been an upgrade. I thought I saw it go and then it stopped him.
Let's have a look at the shipyards. I always click the wrong one there. So the shipyards are building battleships.
Okay, they are.
At the minute, they got 3 battleships, 3 laser show class battleships. I get the feeling these ship designs are going to hurt me. Oh no, that's not as bad as I thought it was. Oh, okay, that's actually quite interesting. So they haven't got any spinal weapons, which is why they're putting artillery on the front. But one of the things that's very interesting here is that they have the Null Void Beam. So if you've not seen this, you get this from the extra dimensional event. The extra dimensional portal event that you get on some of your colonies. It's one of the outcomes that you can potentially get from it. If you get your hands on this one, this is one hell of a weapon. As you can see, useless against armor and hull, but 400% shield damage. Shields disappear very, very quickly when you fire this at them.
I would be very interested to see the combat shakedown between Crisis Assured Score and Heavy Metal Inc. right now. Well, I mean, once the fleets have gotten a little closer together. Let's see, what do we got? 69.
Interestingly, Heavy Metal Inc. are still building mixed fleets, and they've got corvettes in most of their fleets along with their battleships, which means that at least they won't get their battleships completely wrecked and swarmed by the menacing corvette fleets. Because that's always the worry if you build pure battleships. Especially if you build pure artillery battleships, they are very susceptible to corvette fleets. Yeah, Ryu, 400% shield damage. It's real nice.
Do leaders have unity upkeep? Yes, they do.
Yes. Yeah. So leaders have a base unity upkeep of 2, if I remember rightly.
It's not too oppressive.
No, but it does add up. It adds up very, very quickly. How many leaders have they got? So yeah, you can see the upkeep is 2 per leader, apart from if they have the eager trait. So 2 per leader. And you can see I have a fair number of them. You can drive the cost down with the feudal society civic, but with that, interestingly, you also can't fire your leaders.
Crisis
So-
Assurance is up to 93 now.
Yep. That number is just going to keep going up.
Heavy Metal's up to 76. I think they see what's going on.
So the interesting thing here is that the human game developers are seemingly pacing the Crisis Assurance core at this point, or attempting to. And I don't know if... one of the things that I'm fascinated to see is, are the human game developers on board with the Crisis Assurance core's attempt to blow up the galaxy? Or are they gonna swap sides and kick the Crisis Assurance core out of their Federation and go and deal with them?
I don't see that happening. I see them being full hand in hand with the devil, and is just going to ride that train into oblivion. That's my vote.
If they do that, the galaxy is in a lot of trouble right now.
Yeah, but I would personally find that very entertaining.
Yeah, but if they do, like, very seriously, if they do that, the galaxy is in a bad way. Because they're gonna struggle to put out enough fleet power to match that if both of them go. The only advantage the galaxy will have is that at this stage, I haven't seen any gateways go up.
Not yet.
And so I don't believe, unless... Have they found a wormhole at all? Let's look from the QA's point of view. So they've not investigated their wormholes. And let's look at the human game developers. What about them? Have they investigated theirs? They have no wormholes in their territory. And they've not, by the looks of things, really investigated the ones near them. So no, there is no way between them. And that's the galaxy, to be honest with you, that's the galaxy's only hope. Is that you can separate them and fight them separately. But it's a total war.
Yeah.
And the one that you ignore is going to get stronger and stronger and stronger, because you're going to have to focus one side. Difficult. It's very difficult.
Watching this makes me realize just how little I know about the game. That's kind of... That's pretty true for, like, all Paradox games. It doesn't matter how much you play it, there's always going to be something you missed. Like, every once in a while, I've got, like, 4,000 hours on EU4, and every once in a while I'll be streaming it, and someone be like, hey, Ben, you know you can do this? And I'd be like, I've never noticed that button before.
Yeah, you can do what now? The most recently I had that with is, and here's one for everybody. If you click on a starbase in Stellaris and click the U key on your keyboard, it upgrades it. Just one of the most useful things ever, and I found out about it about 3 months ago.
How many thousands of hours do you have on Stellaris now?
Just over 3,000 hours.
Okay. Respectable. It's no Maddie, but it's respectable.
No, but yeah, it's amazing how often you do things like that. Just realizing, oh, you can do this.
Yeah, so never feel bad if you don't feel like you're an expert in our games, or you don't know anything, or you've just found something out. It happens to all of us. It happens to us, and we work here.
Yeah, quite. So, the other thing, of course, is that with the strength the Crisis Assurance core are building up, I wonder,
100K.
So, with the strength they're building up, they're getting very close to the point where they can attack the Fallen Empire, which then gives them access to dark matter technology, which would let them upgrade their ships further and make them more powerful. Plus, they're going to get a lot of crisis points.
I feel like if I was the rest of the galaxy, curb stomping the Crisis Assurance score might be... might be a priority right now.
Yep. Because right now, if I'm the Crisis Assurance Corps, I am looking at the Azanti Forerunners and going, breakfast.
And they're geographically isolated from their friends. So if you could blitz them.
Well, no, the Azanti Forerunners have no friends. They're a fallen empire.
Oh, I'm talking about the rest of the galaxy curb stopping the Crisis
after
Assurance
the QA
Corps.
Yeah. Perhaps the best time to do it is when they attack the Azanti Forerunners, because they've got to.
Wait for them to get engaged and then just wait, something's happening.
What? Oh. Okay.
The Swolian War of Conquest. Oh, God, okay.
The Church of Gainz is being attacked.
By the Horticulturalists, right?
Yep. The Horticulturalists are the primary attacker, yeah. So let's look at the Horticulturalists. What have they claimed here? I need to go that one and then click there. Make claims.
There's just
They've
one?
only claimed one system.
I wonder if there's ulterior motives here.
Right, let's check Heavy Metal Ink. They've got no claims. And let's check the Order of Our Lady Trappist. Oh no, it's the Doughnut Ink, sorry.
They've only got 3.
Ah, but it does continue the Great Doughnut.
Oh, maybe it's all about the Taurus in the sky.
It may be the continuation of the Great Doughnut, yeah.
Must resist urge to sing Journey. And the wheel in the sky keeps on turning.
Yeah, that's it. So
it's a good thing I cannot sing like Steve Perry, or I just would have kept going. I love Journey.
So it does seem that it's primarily about completing the Taurus. Although why they haven't taken Sarphicus to sort of... Oh no, that doesn't actually link up. Okay. But yeah, I assume that's what this is about. Maybe they'll claim more while they're at war. That might be the plan. How many... What's the Doughnut? So the Doughnut's have got 143 stored influence. So yeah, they may be planning on claiming a couple more during the war.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do we have a council?
Let's take a peek.
We do have a council. The council members are the human game developers from Earth, Heavy Metal Incorporated, and the Order of Our Lady Trappist.
Interesting.
So we do have a council. And interestingly, according to Duplo score, the third most powerful empire in the galaxy is also the smallest empire in the galaxy. In Order of Our Lady Trappist. Showing precisely how to use a small amount of territory as a Void Dweller.
Have we had any? I don't think we've had any combat yet, right?
I haven't other than the initial attack into Dithaforu. No.
They're sitting on it.
Yeah. Also, there is a council denouncement of the Crisis Assurance Corps up.
I think that's probably what's going on about the diplomacy at the bottom of the screen there.
Well, no, look at this. Look at this. The human game developers from Earth are opposing.
Well, that makes sense.
Well, no, it doesn't. They're going to die just as much as everybody else.
Yeah, but they'll die together.
But they could not die. Is my point.
We don't want to live in a big happy galaxy. We want to see chaos.
I mean, yes, but chaos, like everybody being dead, isn't that chaotic? Just
Well,
gonna put
I
that
mean,
out there.
from the galaxy being fully populated to the galaxy being depopulated is very entertaining.
Okay, so the Church of Gainz are bringing their fleets in, I think. Oh no, they're not. They've stopped.
This is a very lackluster war.
I think they've chosen an Axador as this far no further. That's what that looks like to me.
Are we saying the line must be drawn here?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
far? No further. Thank you. Excellent. The line must be drawn here. Sorry, we're nerds.
Yeah, I was about to say, you will not get through a week of this without a Star Trek reference. It will not happen.
Star Trek, and like I don't think we've gone a
it's
session.
over. It's over.
Oh, really? Already? Oh, lame.
Well,
That's it.
so if you're the Church of Gainz, what are you going to do? Throw your fleets at them and die? Or lick your wounds and try and fight another day?
Well, I mean the Doughnut Corporation looks a little nicer now, at least I guess. The borders are a little better.
Yeah, the Taurus has gotten bigger.
The wheel in the sky keeps on turning.
Of course, in order to make it any bigger now, they have to go through either heavy metal ink or the automated support unit, which I would argue is a slightly harder task.
If you guys thought you'd get through a week without me singing or Star Trek references, you're mistaken.
Also, 156k for the human game developers, 100k for the Commonwealth, 120k for the Crisis Assurance Corps, Heavy Metals at 90k, Horticulturalists are at 60k, Doughnut Companies at 30k, Automated Supports at 23.2k. So...
Team 2. Which one's Team 2?
Be...
Crisis. Oh. Strength will be required to see the work done. We are always available. Yeah, they went from very weak to very powerful very fast, and I think that...
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, if I'm the rest of the galaxy, like I say, at this point, I am trying to work out how we deal with the crisis, and I'm putting as much pressure on the human game developers from Earth and the automated support unit to leave that federation as I can, or kick out the Crisis Assurance Corps.
So we got 300 about almost 300k fleet power between just those two.
So nobody else is joining in denouncing the Quality Assurance Corps as a crisis. Interesting. Oh, yes, good point. We didn't mention what today's goal was.
Oh,
Did we?
I read it earlier today. Oh,
it's right. I know it. Oh, go. No,
largest, it's the largest big brain moment of the session.
Yeah. Big brain play. Whoever does the biggest big brain play wins.
It's big brain time.
And that will be down to you lot to decide. So let's see what happens.
Keep it in mind, and at the end of the stream, we'll vote. You guys will all get to vote in chat. Biggest big brain play.
It will, yeah.
Well, I mean, right now everything's been really peaceful. It's a little bit of saber rattling is all.
Yeah. So far, no real. I mean, plays of the brain variety. Although I would argue, actually, yeah, I would argue that who was it that pushed either the Solus through?
Can we figure out who did that? Is there a way to retroactively see it? Not that I'm aware of.
No, we may have to go back and look in the VOD or something.
Maybe they talked about it in Discord. No, they
Does anyone know who put through Tithe of the Solus? Because that may be the big brain moment at the moment.
I'm looking through Discord right now to see if anybody talked about
it. Yeah, if
it.
anyone talked about it, yeah. Heavy Metal Ink has just gone over 100k. those numbers are starting to get bigger and bigger and bigger. I would be getting less and less confident if I were oh no, as I say that I would be getting less confident as the human game developers, they go up another 10k in fleet power.
Situation log
because of course they do.
I've been able to narrow down a couple people who didn't do it.
It's got to be one of the spiritualist empires. My guess would be Order of Our Lady Trappist. My guess.
Or maybe the Dolphins. The Earth Dolphins, maybe? Or no, they're are they spiritualists or just pacifists? I can't remember.
Who? The heavy metal Inc.
No, I was thinking of the human Earth Dolphin friends. What are they called? Earth Dolphin Panicwealth.
The Panicwealth.
Sorry, I was over in Discord.
That's right. No, the Panicwealth are materialist. They definitely didn't put it forward. No, I suspect Trappist. Yes, I would be pushing out a Federation fleet at that point as well. Because, as you say, Our Lady Trappist has got some very, very nice tech. And their ships can probably be fairly powerful. Oh yeah, look, they've got Pythons already.
Oh my.
They are using auto designs though, Shudder. Apart from for their corvettes, which are... I would imagine they were built for a very specific purpose. 3 armor, 3 lasers.
Yes, they're very uniform. It's very rock, paper, scissors there.
That was fascinating. So, let's have a look at the vote. So... Our Lady Trappist and the Commonwealth have jumped in on the vote. And it's currently the quality assurance core will be the crisis assurance core, sorry, will be denounced as a crisis. Which, to be honest with you, like, isn't this a wonder? Oh, there we go. Yep. More people jumping on board. Isn't this a wonderful representation of real life politics?
Everything's 49 to 51.
Well, no, I more meant that the Crisis Assurance Corps have literally renamed themselves to the Crisis Assurance Corps, have taken the Crisis perk and declared to the galaxy that we are going to blow up the galaxy, and yet people are still arguing about whether or not they're the bad guys.
Well, see, the thing that you're failing to take into account here is that they're job creators. So, vote Crisis.
But they're not? Unless you're a robot.
Yeah, but that is the narrative. That is what they're saying when they're standing up on the political stage, is that they're job creators, and that's what's important at the end of the day. Yes, exactly. They're creating lots and lots of... So all those ships need to be manned by something. Or roboted by something. Someone's got to be on there.
It's absolutely beautiful. It really is.
Vote Crisis.
So it's happened, I believe.
Yep. Looks like it.
It is over. They have it's not the full-on we're declaring war on you, but they have sanctioned they have done a bit of a sanction, and they've complained a bit. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
Situation updated.
It's a minor kerfuffle.
Yeah, it's fine. No problem about it whatsoever. I wonder how the Crisis Assurance Corps will take this. Will they take it lying down, or are they going to try and fight back in some way?
Well, I mean, they are in a pretty strong position.
So,
158k.
the Order of Our Lady Trappist just put right to work up. If this passes, not only is there another plus 25% to population assembly cost for robots and another plus 10% to their upkeep, this is where it really starts to hurt. Minus 25% mechanical population assembly speed.
I can't remember. Are these cumulative?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Starts getting a little nasty.
Yep. Yeah, it is.
How's okay? So we got another vote to observe, see how it shakes out.
Someone's just taken one off of the floor, interestingly. But yeah, it's next up. It's either building a better tomorrow put forward by the human game developers for Earth, or the right to work put together by the Order of Our Lady Trappist.
Right to work. All right, can we see what crisis level they are at yet? Let's take a peek.
Yeah, that's a good question. Let's have a looky look. Where do you see the crisis menu, actually?
I'm looking right now. I'm just browsing through menus, see if I can figure out where it is.
You know, one of those things where you're like, I've done this once. I haven't done it since.
Society management, what chat says.
What was that, sorry? Society management.
Society management.
What, as in policies? No. Edicts?
Traditions,
no?
crisis tabs.
Society manager.
Okay. Oh yeah, there you go. So we're 2.
I nearly got there earlier.
Probably
and then didn't.
almost 3.
Yeah.
So we're getting there. They're getting up to 3.
Yeah.
Approaching 3. I mean, I literally did this exact same thing yesterday when I was playing EU4. I could not, for the life of me, remember where the little tab was to see the institution spread. And it took me like 3 minutes to find it.
So, of course,
Death from above.
What people really don't want them to
that
get,
one.
well, no, is that.
Oh, the destroyers?
Menacing destroyers. So, menacing destroyers, you can put double afterburners on and have 90% evasion destroyers.
And what were their corvettes are at right now? 80%?
Their corvettes, no, their corvettes are at 90% already, but
okay.
Destroyers are much bigger. Yeah. The Galactic Community has been quite interesting this stream. Yeah, it really has. The Galactic Community's provided the core of the fun. So someone's put forward the Military Readiness Act now. Oh, Heavy Metal Inc. is putting forward the Military Readiness Act.
Diplomatic weight from fleet power. That'll upend things a little bit.
Well, it also means that anyone that isn't using at least half of their naval capacity is in breach of law. So...
that'd get a bit. That gives that would give a huge voting buff to just a few empires.
So the Crisis Assurance Corps have actually left the Galactic Community.
So basically, what we're in Star Wars Episode 1 right now. Basically, we're in the Galactic Senate mode.
Yep.
And we shall have peace.
Yeah, they have left the Galactic Community. Yeah, they stand on their own, except for not, because they're also in a federation. And their fleet power and their Federation buddies' fleet power just keeps going up. 165k for the Crisis Assurance Corps and 186k for the human game developers. That's a lot of fleet power.
The Republic will be reorganized into the first Galactic Empire.
Ryu's just said, start of the stream. Let's see some war! Actual stream. There's lots of really interesting stuff going on in the Galactic Community. Oh dear. That's right, Nefarious, right? The organics are so worried about the Synth Crisis Empire that they're passing anti-synth legislation, which in turn pushes the Synth Empires to work with the Crisis Empire. It does seem that everybody agrees that we should be building a better tomorrow, though. I think they just disagree on how we do that.
Yeah, there's a little bit of support for it.
Yeah, that one seems popular. Ah. So, the Church of Gainz actually took out one of the Marauder systems. I missed that. Not the Church of Gainz, Heavy Metal Link, sorry.
I was about to say, what are we talking about?
Yeah. No, sorry, yeah. The Heavy Metal Link have taken out one of the 3 Marauder systems.
Was that Zorak? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was?
Yeah. Need to be careful doing that.
Maybe that's why they're immediately building a station there.
Well, no, you need to be careful because every time you destroy a Marauder station, it has a chance to awaken the Khan.
Well, let's see. How big is the heavy metal fleet? They were doing a build-up. They're at 120k right now.
Yeah. Heavy Metal have been doing well. Like, they can easily deal with the Khan.
Yeah. Well, like, last time I looked, they were at, like, 70k. So it's been a little while.
As I said, I personally would leave it to spawn. But, of course, the other side of that is how long do you leave it? Because invariably, if you leave it long enough, it will spawn at the worst possible moment.
Yeah, it'll spawn in your backyard while your fleet's away on the front.
Yeah, yep. Because that is the law of Murphy.
Yeah, I keep coming back to EU4 references that you don't understand. Shit.
I'm sorry.
Damn it, Graham. Come on! Play all the games!
I don't have time. Oh, dear. But no, this really has been, like, the episode where everybody built fleets.
Mm-hmm.
Lots and lots of fleets. Like, the fleet power in the galaxy across this episode has gone up so much.
And technically speaking, I think Order of Our Lady Trappistine may have had the biggest percentage increase. Because they're at 18.7k, which is very, very low, but they were at like 1k last
yeah, right. It's a fairly big increase from them, but not big enough.
You when you put it on the graph, you just got to manipulate the X quadrant, and you have to make it look like it's.
Crisis Assurance Corps is. However,
is there what just happened?
Oh, here we go.
Woo! Quality Assurance Corps.
Yep, exactly.
Game developers, automated support units.
Yep, exactly as I called it. The Crisis is attacking the Fallen Empire. This is the correct move for the Crisis.
And
this allows them to build up Crisis points without attacking a human empire and messing with diplomatic mess.
This is just gonna get worse.
Content, like, yep. Exactly so, Living Marinette. This should be the moment that Heavy Metal Incorporated attacks the Crisis Assurance Corps.
Mm-hmm. While there's actually something to distract them, something substantial.
Yeah, this is the best possible moment to attack the Crisis Corps.
Metal algorithms engaged. Oh no. Let's see where are their fleets right now.
No, Nefarious Bread, most likely not. It's not late enough for the other ones to wake up yet. But so the Crisis Assurance Corps is moving in on...
Yeah, I'm watching that too.
Yeah. They need to be careful here or they're going to lose a lot of corvettes. Yeah, they are being careful. They're putting everything on the edge of the system before they start the jump.
And
oh, but they missed it.
They were just a little late. Yeah, that's about a few corvettes indeed.
Oh no, there we go.
Oh! It's beautiful.
And it's going to be a massacre.
Yep,
Yeah,
it's over.
Fallens have retreated. They took some damage, but yeah,
Not much.
not enough.
Not enough to even slow down.
That is a lot of corvettes.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well too.
At the moment, Heavy Metal Inc. are not taking advantage of this situation. The galaxy may regret not pushing at this moment.
And it was.
And there you go. That hang on as well. There it is. The debris.
It was not long ago that the quality assurance core was getting curb stomped too.
Yep.
And we were sitting here going, it's over for them.
They just got all 3 of the dark matter technologies from a single piece of debris, so they have the they have the full levels of tech from the war as well. So they get the dark matter technologies. They're now going to jump on the Gorion station, by the looks of things.
This is a little bit more one-sided than I was hoping for.
This was what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Like they were in the position to hit the Fallen and hit them hard. Interesting. Why? You're trying to draw their fleets out. Okay.
And
So they're doing their best to draw the fleets, but yeah, no one is moving on them.
Nope. Shameful display.
Mistake.
Oh.
Maybe not. Heavy Metal Incorporated's fleets just arrived at the border.
They're moving a substantial fleet.
Yeah, their entire stacks there.
I'm watching it. I'm just watching for a little cross swords to pop up. Big brain play. Come on, big brain play. Big brain play.
Oh, look. So, well, this is interesting. The Crisis Corps has had to move its fleets, has decided to move its fleet up into Okidan.
I think they sense disturbance in the force.
Yeah, they've realized that the Metal are about to attack them. But that also means that the Fallen Empire is kind of free to cause havoc on their southern border now.
Mm-hmm. But I would be much more concerned about the human player than the AI player. But I mean, this could be a big brain play of let's just do a military exercise near the border to draw their fleet away so that the AI can wreck them and not actually do anything, just maneuver.
So the Panicwealth isn't ready to push on the other border.
Unfortunately, I wish they were. That'd be nice. That'd be great to see.
Yeah, although the Panicwealth is weak. What about Trappist? They've still only got 20k. They are moving their fleet towards the southern border. The Panicwealth. So they are moving into position. Oh, the Crisis Assurance Corps. If they played this right, the Crisis Assurance Corps may have bitten off a bit more than they can chew here.
And there's the fleets just staring at each other across the border now.
So
substantial fleet movements.
What's that done to their crisis level?
It's this.
They're nearly up to level 3 now.
They're getting there. It's only moved a little.
Yeah. But getting there. Interesting. Heavy Metal Inc. is now drawing its forces back.
See, that's what I was wondering. Are they just doing that to mess with them?
I mean, if you're waiting for your southern forces to get into position...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You do it just to slow them down, so that the Forerunners can stay alive long enough for them to have to fight on 3 fronts.
The Forerunners are now hitting the southern end of the Empire.
Yep, I see that. Little blobs changing over here and there.
Yeah. Human game developers are also being attacked by the Fallen Empire, are they?
Yep, there's a little blob up there to worry about.
I think the blob is gone.
No, there's a
I see.
Forerunners blob.
Oh, the Forerunners took the gateway.
Yep, and just popped in the back door there.
And now
they
the
got a
human
fleet,
game
yeah.
developers have taken it back.
It's a minor inconvenience.
Where does the gateway go?
Let's go Forerunners.
Ah, they've got a gateway in quality assurance. Cool. That changes things.
Vote Forerunners.
So the Azanti Forerunners are now hitting.
It's causing all sorts of delightful border gore, and I love it.
Yeah.
It definitely has not gone as smooth as they anticipated, I think.
And the interesting thing is how much chaos has been caused simply by moving some fleets.
Exactly. They didn't have to commit anything other than a few clicks. They didn't have to expend any resources other than the energy differential from being, you know, docked to not docked. That's all they spent.
That may be the big brain play of the day.
And look at that. Did they just status quo out?
They've status quo'd with the Forerunners.
Oh, that's so chaotic. I love it.
Oh.
we have okay, now we have basically, I would say 2 things to vote on for the big brain play. That one fleet movement just on the border to mess with them and the Galactic Council. Oh, that's delightful. I love it.
So interesting. Our Lady Trappist has removed their resolution for the right to work. And instead nominated themselves as a Galactic Custodian.
Does the human game devs have any border gore as well? Yeah, it looks like the Forerunners kept 2 systems, no planets. But
A couple of systems.
It's a little bit of border gore, but it's not as bad as what happened in the south end of the Crisis Assurance Core, the Core.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
So did they get what they wanted out of it and just bamfed out before it got worse, or were they? Do you think that they were worried?
They didn't get what they wanted out of it because they didn't level up to level 3.
But were they just
or higher? Like, if they'd have managed to take that Empire out, they probably
would
have got themselves up to Crisis level 5, yeah?
They definitely would have gotten 3 and change at the very minimum.
But all they got out of it was some techs.
Maybe that's all they wanted, though.
They did get the dark matter techs. It's not...
Maybe it's
as
just
much as it could be.
Yeah, but maybe it's just a situation of they got something and they bamfed out before it got too bad.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. But that war didn't go to plan. That war did not go to plan. The other players are able to communicate with each other. Yeah.
I think that might be my favorite move of so far of the DevClash was one fleet movement to one system to cause that much chaos.
Right.
That was beautiful.
And they should be able to handle their energy deficit fairly easily.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be a problem. Huh. That did not go to plan for them.
Big brain play. Big brain play.
I liked that. That was very good. So more gateways appearing in the human game developers. So
Crisis Assured score is now at 180k.
They've overtaken the human game developers. That's
Yep.
not at all concerning.
Mm-hmm.
So Nefarious Bread, they can't. The Crisis Assurance Corps was always a total war empire, so it's just total war against them. I don't think that status quo was... We'll ask them at the end, but I don't think that status quo was the plan.
No.
I think they planned on genociding that species for crisis points.
Oh, yeah. I don't think...
getting in the fallen empire buildings and everything like that.
I can't think of a situation where any human would agree to those borders on purpose.
I know some way we can check. Okay, so no, they got what they wanted. Fascinating. Ha! I would have been sure they were going to take the planets, but they couldn't. They didn't have anywhere near the army strength.
So they weren't... You don't think that they were planning on that at all?
They couldn't. Unless they were building troops during the war, but that's not a great way of doing it. Yeah, you're right, sis. Sis Gabrielle, yeah, you're completely correct. They couldn't have taken the planets. Oh, they could have pox bombarded, that's true. Have they got that active?
Is it also possible they just were players who didn't know off the top of their head how strong the ground forces were?
No, Byron and Enfield definitely know the strength of the ground forces of the fallen empires.
Yeah, and there you go.
Because yeah, you're talking on their main planets like 3,000 army strength.
Yeah, I don't know the skill levels of the specific devs on the teams. I was just curious.
Yeah. No, but these guys would have known. So yeah, they could never have invaded. So it's most likely either, as Living Marionette said, they were either thinking about using the pox bombardment stance, but I doubt it. Because that just leaves their fleet sitting there for so long, and leaves them open for so long.
Just particularly with the neutron swipe. There you go.
They don't have any, what's it called yet? And also, to be perfectly honest, with this empire, if you're going to build any Colossus, they're driven assimilators. You build the driven assimilator one. Because being able to immediately swallow up an entire planet is beautiful. So, no, not yet. They've taken Galactic Force Projection, Become the Crisis, Enigmatic Engineering, Technological Ascendancy, and Synthetic Age.
So we've got about half an hour left, and it's remarkably peaceful.
It is. A lot of the empires have been expanding again, which is interesting. That the amount of free space is ending.
Mm-hmm.
The north of the galaxy is basically completely full now, and that southern region is almost completely full as well.
I'm glad to see the Swolfins down there. Or were the Swolfins the other ones? There's two Dolphins.
Yeah, the Panicwealth.
The Panicwealth finally kind of gobbled up the south.
Yeah. Although that's also cost them, because obviously all the resources they've been using there, they haven't been able to use as building up their fleet. So although they're a huge empire, their fleet's only just under 50k. But they're getting their alloy production up, and everything else is good, so they can slowly start pushing that up now.
Updated.
The good news is that the Northern Federation, the Gardeners of the Galaxy, have really pushed up their fleet power between them. They're well over 200k between the three of them now.
What is the tipping point? When do the other human players decide that enough is enough and they've got to do something about this?
I don't know.
It's got this far.
Yeah, I think it was the tipping point until the Crisis Corps pulled out of that war.
Do you think they were actually going to attack, or waiting for the Southern Force to come in?
I think they were waiting for the Southern Force to arrive, and then the war would have started. Yeah.
So they missed their opportunity. Or, I mean, no, the Quality Assurance Corps could have pieced out. Once they had what they wanted, they could have pieced out in an instant.
Exactly. They needed the Quality Assurance Corps to concentrate on the Fallen Empire for a little bit longer, and they didn't. So it's not so much that they missed their chance as the Crisis Assurance Corps saw what was coming and reevaluated.
Shame.
How's the Custodian vote looking? Let's have a look.
Ugh.
Losing badly.
By a lot. There's not enough to turn it around either. Right? Nope.
Well, yes and no. So, no, they haven't got enough to turn it round. But they could very easily, if they add in the 7k from the Panicwealth, that takes them up to 44k, then it would just be a matter of favours if they've got any. Ideally, you want to drop them right at the end if you've got any. Has Order of Our Lady Trappist got any
situation log updated.
Favours? They do not. What about Heavy Metal Ink?
Nope.
Also has no favours. Oof.
So yeah,
so no, no, that's not going to happen. Was that the end of the cycle? No.
Situation log updated.
I would love to see that in a multiplayer game one day. That would be one of the greatest things ever.
Situation log updated.
But I have never seen the end of the cycle in multiplayer.
Shame.
No, they've just got a really, really angry shroud creature in their system.
It's cute.
I mean, if you want to describe cute as a ball of energy, malevolent energy that wants to eat your face, then yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally, yeah, I don't see the cute here. I'm going to be honest with you. Awesome, yes. Cute, no. What we thinking, chat? Oh.
Oh my god.
The Order of Our Lady Trappist fleet has arrived.
And it's dead.
And that is one dead psychic entity.
Yeah, chat says cute and fluffy. An abstract fried egg. Now I'm hungry.
That ball of malevolent energy is just like a papa who chews computer cores.
Exactly.
Oh.
Colossus project complete.
Huh.
The Great Cocoon. I love it.
Ah. Of all people to first finish a Colossus
situation
project,
updated.
it's them. Also, one of the things here is, good gosh, the Commonwealth are catching up population-wise. Considering at the beginning they had the lowest population in the game by a long way because they were a Gaia start. They're now at 446 population.
Is that second?
Which is the second highest in the game. Yeah. That's pretty cool. They've done really, really well to come back. I mean, don't get me wrong, their relic massively helps because the bowl spawns some pops when you use it. But surprised they've not done that. They've got the artifacts. They could do Secrets of the Bowl. I would personally do that one.
Human game developers have broken 200k, 202. I think they did that a little bit ago.
Yeah, they've retaken over the Crisis Assurance Corps.
Which is stopped at 180. But I mean, still, it's 180.
Yeah, they've got to get their economy in shape before they push fleet again. Their economy is not in the best of ways at the minute. They're still only a level 2 crisis. It's not enough.
Yep. Well, I mean, they don't have any outlets to bump it up, right? Well, not quickly, at least.
Mm-hmm. And concerningly for them, 163k for the Heavy Metal Incorporated. Panicwealth, oh no, 170k. Yeah, Heavy Metal Inc. is pushing up their navy again. And Our Lady Trappist is starting to push navy. Doubled up to 40k now.
So up next in the Galactic Community, declare crisis to human game developers. So they just moved the bullseye.
Hang on. Okay, wait. So, if this passes, that is a galaxy-wide total war on the Federation belonging to the human game developers, and it can never end. It is a fight to the death.
And that was who proposed this?
Also, the Order of Our Lady Trappist is going to become custodian.
And that was Heavy Metal Inc. That's Pontus, right?
Yeah, that's Pontus and Stephen. So
I'm just watching the days tick down now. I can't wait to see what happens.
This is well. I'm fascinated that they've decided to do it against the human game, because of course the Crisis Assurance Corps left the
Galactic Community. The target just defaulted to their friends.
And in answer to why are you doing this, we just like pressing button. And they had it so many when they gave us this council seat.
Oh my! I can't wait to see how I can't wait to see how this unfolds.
This is the whole thing.
This is gonna be fun on the bun.
Thing. So Our Lady Trappist, who by the way is the weakest member of the Galactic Council, is about to become the Galactic Custodian. Then this?
I love it.
I'm stunned.
It's all coming to a head. I love it. I'm so
excited. The human game developers are at 214k. Crisis Assurance Corps is at 180k. 173 for Heavy Metal Inc. Panicwealth's at 50. And so is the Trappist. Doughnut's are at 50. The Horticulturists are at 63. And the Commonwealth are at 156. It's gonna be close.
And Order of Lady Trappistine just proposed galactic mobilization after that too. So naval capacity plus 150.
Straight away onto the board. Yep.
Full on robots versus organics.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Heavy Metal Incorporated has declared war on the Crisis Assurance Corps. There we go.
Okay. We're doing the things.
Galaxy-wide war.
War! We're going to war! War were declared. Soldier, under my command, every mission is a suicide mission.
I mean...
Alright, well, let's see where the combat starts to play out.
This is brave.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited. Okay, okay.
Oh, they're sacrificing a fleet to hold them up a bit. It didn't work.
Boom, boom.
Oh no, that's okay, that's not theirs. Got you. Missed that. So
Is there anybody not in this war? Nope.
oh, wait. The Horticulturalists have just declared war as well.
Woo!
So they've declared war.
Total war! Finally!
They've declared war on the human game developers.
The grim darkness of the
Oh my.
There is only war. Graham, you ever played Only War?
And the what? Sorry.
You ever played Only War?
Only war.
Yeah, it's tabletop, 40k.
Nope.
It's great.
No.
A lot of fun. Although,
No,
I mean...
last time I played 40k or tabletop was more years ago than I would care to admit, thinking about it.
It's you know, it's like D&D in Warhammer 40k. And then we were Astra Militarium.
Right.
We got our asses kicked.
Good gosh, this is going to be hard to keep track of. So, aha.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Massive furball.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I think Heavy Metal Inc. is winning. Heavy Metal Inc. did win that fight.
Mm-hmm. Handily.
Oh dear.
See, the thing about the Crisis Assurance Corps is their friends are very far away.
The Crisis Assurance Corps just went down to 40k fleet strength.
Yep. 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 30.
Oh dear.
Yep. Things are happening.
Oh dear. Yeah, I think that is
Enemy troops landing.
Enemy troops landing.
yeah,
Nexus Zero's being invaded.
that's their capital.
Yup. Straight for the capital.
Yep. Well, it was the right thing to do, cut off the head.
Mm-hmm.
Like, absolutely the right thing to do. That was a very quick end to the crisis.
That was a blitzkrieg right there.
However, the Commonwealth may regret declaring war.
Well,
oh no, hang on. Another massive fight going on. This one is going the way of the human game developers. In a rather hideous way. Retreat, yo, fleets. Yeah.
Bug out.
Yeah. It looks like the human game developers moved their fleets better. So that's taken the Commonwealth down to 20k.
So right now it's tit for tat. It's 100k destroyed and 100k destroyed on either side of the galaxy.
So yeah, the difference being that there's no way the Crisis Assurance Corps is coming back.
I believe that's what we said last time too.
Yeah, no, not this time, because this time they won't stop. There is no reason for Heavy Metal Incorporated to stop.
We'll see.
They should just push and finish this.
No logical reason for them to stop. I'm sure that we could come up with RP reasons. Or their friends begging them to end the conflict.
And how about, yeah, the players that took it knew full well what they were doing.
Yeah. There's
now
there's one player who's sacrificing his face so this war can be won.
The human game developers, yeah, they're moving into the Commonwealth's territory. That's less than ideal for the Commonwealth.
Oh, another
Because
big
there is
fleet.
not a lot they can do about it.
And Quality Assurance Corps just lost the rest of their fleet, which is gone. Just got wiped out.
Yeah, like as I said, I'm like I can't see a way back here unless they for some reason stop, and there is no reason to stop.
That was damn near 200k fleet power destroyed in just a few minutes.
Yup. And Mordai, no DM hacks, nothing. This is a fully I have let them do their thing. I've stayed out of the way this time.
Wait, are you known for sticking your fingers into the MP sessions?
So a lot of the games that we run are not scripted. It's not the right term, but there are certain things that we are sure happen during them. Like at the last one, after the end of the 16 hours of streaming, during the Nemesis Cold War, the galaxy exploded on the 16-hour mark.
Got it.
That was quite hard to work out, making sure that happened at exactly the right moment, like setting up when to start the crisis chain and everything like that, you know?
Human game developers up to 241k.
Yup. And they're continuing to just push into the Commonwealth's territory.
Yep. Oh, that is horrific. There's nothing that can stand in the way of that, and it just keeps getting larger. 253k. Oh my. Oh my.
Why do I think the Crisis fleets got whacked so quickly? Null void beams.
400%.
Their shields were completely ripped off, and yeah. The Cocoon War exhaustion's already at 100%. Yep.
Mm-hmm. 400% shield damage means you don't have shields.
That's gonna have hurt.
I mean, the only thing they could have done is focused on armor over shields, and there was, I don't think they knew to do that. I don't think they had faced off against them to know that what they were fighting.
Meanwhile, the Crisis Core has now been renamed to Emergency Core Shutdown. They are done. They know they are done.
There's even a little blip of Earth Dolphin Panicwealth over in the east now.
Yep. Interestingly, the Church of Gainz is not only still alive, but now has a semi-decent strength fleet.
Mm-hmm. They've been building up.
And they're just sitting there being peaceful in the corner of the galaxy doing their own thing.
Commonwealth is at literally 0 fleet power. They don't have a Corvette in the sky.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no! They don't have a single ship.
They also just ended their war.
Oh, did they peace out? Ooh,
Yeah,
boy,
they haven't. They didn't lose anything.
Aren't the borders a little different than they were before?
No. Oh, or did they lose? Yes, they did.
I think they lost a few systems.
Up the top, they lost a couple. You're quite right. Yeah. But yeah, no. All they lost there was a gateway. That's not.
They didn't lose any habited systems.
I mean, of course, I say that. The other thing they lost is hundreds of thousands of alloys worth of ships, but...
Yeah, we care about the alloys, not the people manning those ships.
Well, yes, because one is actually tracked in game.
Wouldn't that would be something to track in game? A little graph for galactic casualties.
Oof. So, meanwhile, over in the emergency core shutdown, their empire is just like a sea of red. Would it be possible, like maybe to as at this point they are essentially just waiting to die, would it be possible to bring the Crisis Core in here? Would that be possible to live content? Could we arrange that, perhaps?
And because someone asked, declaring the human game developers, the Crisis is being voted on right now, and there's a lot of support for that. Not that it matters as much right now.
Yeah, it does.
Ship under attack.
That still very much matters. If that passes,
I don't.
it's a total war with everyone.
Everyone in the council.
No. So it would mean that everyone in the galaxy, because the Crisis Core will be gone.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. No, everyone else in the galaxy will be at war with the human game developers and the automated support unit.
They're still very strong.
I would not do this at this point. You're going to lose the Commonwealth's going to take too much of a battering.
No, I mean, the supporters are in. Who's supporting it right now? We've got Heavy Metal, Trappistine, Doughnut Corporation, and the Horticulturist are in.
Actually, that's a valid point. Or can they have... Yeah, so the human game developers can actually bring fleets in now to help out the Crisis. Will they? Yes. They have fleets moving down.
How long is that going to take? It's not that bad.
Not.
It's a pretty straight
nearly
line.
Nearly 1,000 days, though.
It's not as bad as I thought it would be.
It depends how quickly Heavy Metal Ink can go through the emergency core.
I think the
And
human...
what is Heavy Metal Ink at? Oh no. If this goes to a fight, Heavy Metal Ink are going to get absolutely annihilated. They're 100k down on the human game developers. That's not a fight I would want to take. But on the other side of that, the human game developers have got 2 fleets lost in FTL. But Heavy Metal Incorporated is doing well here.
Emergency core shutdown is losing another fleet.
Yeah. They're...
Those poor bastards.
I think they're trying to slow them down as much as possible to try and give the human game developers any chance of coming in and saving them, but...
That's what I'm assuming is happening, because the human game developers are just cranking on their fleet right now. The only thing I could say that the Galaxy has on them is that multiple human brains are usually a good thing.
What? Oh, so Our Lady Trappist using their power as the Galactic Custodian just ended the vote early and has declared the human game developers from Earth as a galactic crisis. Meaning that we are now at total war across the galaxy.
Yes! Okay. Oh. There was only total war. I might be mixing there.
I don't think that was the right moment to do that.
I think
that was the wrong moment to do that.
Waiting for it was only going to push it. Well, it was what, 600 days or something like that? I didn't see what it was at. There wasn't that much time left for it to just go through the vote.
Yeah. Now, yeah, exactly as you say, Vex. Now, cue the Khan.
Exactly. Wake him up.
Yep. Now cue the Khan. This is your moment.
Someone blitz a fleet over there and just start poking them.
This is your moment, my dudes. It's the whole meme with a stick, right? Do something. So, okay, unsurprisingly, the human game developers straight away are pushing into the Commonwealth.
So now, I think we made. Okay, do we want to put that on our list of big brain moves? Is declaring the human game developers the crisis and total war early?
I'm not sure if that was a big brain move.
Smooth brain move?
Yeah.
I think we put it on the list, just see what happens.
Yep. Yeah, I'm with you there, Nefarious. I think this was an anti-big brain move. I think they've done this at the...
Oh no, I just lost Graham.
Oh, hello?
No, wait.
What?
I lost your feed, but I hear your voice, so that's what's important.
Something very strange is happening, but it's okay. The Doughnut Corporation can open the L gate.
Go through! Poke it! Poke
Timing.
it! Poke it!
Timing!
I know what's happening. Nurgle's gonna yell at me for kicking things under the desk.
Things are not going well here.
Poke the L gate. Exactly!
So...
Poke all the things and the con!
Everything at once.
All the things!
All of the time. Yep. Right now, though, the human game developers from Earth are
another
tearing through the Commonwealth. There is nothing the Commonwealth can do. The timing on this war is
perfect. I'm looking at it from an entertainment perspective here. This is good. Hopeless war. We are being attacked by a fallen empire, the ancient precursor civilization that we currently can scarcely hope to defeat. Well, emergency core shutdown now has hopeless war.
Oh dear, what? The Azanti Forerunners have just declared as well.
Yep.
Cats, pigeons, yes.
This is delightful. Oh, I love it. I love it. Burn the galaxy down!
So... The truth is that the galaxy is not looking great. Everybody seems to rather hate the human game developers. I don't
think it matters if anybody likes them or not.
Yeah, the Gardeners of the Galaxy are being absolutely destroyed.
Very annihilated.
Yeah. Completely and totally, there we go. Completely and totally annihilated up north. This is why this was a bad time to do this.
See, full-on chaos, and I love it. Chat's with me. Chaos for entertainment.
Oh, no. For us, wonderful. For the players, bad times. Bad times.
Well, I mean, if you're the quality assurance core, you're probably just saluting as the ship sinks.
They have 2 planets left. And interestingly... Heavy Metal Inc. They're down there. Okay.
Benjamin worships core.
There we go. There we go.
Bye.
Our first empire is dead, ladies and gentlemen. Please play a tune for the end of the quality assurance.
Danny boy, the pipes are calling. From glen to glen and down the mountainside. Don't you laugh at me, join in!
No.
Come on!
I'm just going to enjoy you doing it, it's fine.
That's what I'm here for, guys. I went back when I was just doing YouTube and Twitch. I called myself a semi-professional internet clown, but now I have a full studio and a crew helping me out, so I am a professional internet clown. Damn it!
Correct. So, Team 10 are putting out a emergency transmission going, help! That would be the Commonwealth.
This is wrapping up fairly quickly.
So,
or unraveling fairly quickly.
I believe the QA Corps are about to join us.
Oh, fun stuff.
So, I believe we're about to be joined by the wonderful people who played the QA Corps. So we'll have a little chat with them. But yes, things are not going well for the Gardeners of the Galaxy. Perhaps pun names weren't the way to go.
I'm gonna try. It didn't help them, that's for sure.
Yeah, right. Meanwhile, what I also quite like is that down south, the Quality Assurance Corps and the Panicwealth have been sitting like in two systems opposite each other for the entire time, just sort of staring at each other but not doing anything. Like in Lyrae and Baron.
Mm-hmm.
They're just sitting there. And yeah, that's another thing that could be about to happen. We might be about to see the L Gate open, and God knows what happened. We could get the Grey Tempest. I
mean, a man can dream.
Yeah.
90 minutes of stream piece. Galaxy burns the last little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, a Great Tempest plus the con waking up, like, and just burn everything to the ground.
So, the human game developers, no, they're taking planets and things.
Before a second goes by, oh damn it, I missed it. Right when I was trying to say the human game developers were at 666 pops.
And as 668.
As I was talking, it went up to 668. Damn it! It's too slow.
So yeah, this has not gone well for the Commonwealth. I think we can accept that, right? Interestingly, the Azanti are still attacking them.
Mm-hmm. That's a
and
minor,
in fact,
minor nuisance.
Well, it's becoming less of a minor nuisance if you look down south.
They've overrun a little bit.
Yeah, they're sending some fleets down to deal with it.
Yeah, they'll be able to wipe that up pretty quickly.
Yeah. But it's a distraction.
Yeah.
Which gives everybody time to
get their affairs in order?
Yeah, I was about to say...
to what?
To what, yeah.
Make sure their GI bill is signed?
No, to be fair, if everybody were to form up, they could do it.
If every single player put all of their fleets in one system and had
you'd need, to be honest with you, the Heavy Metal Incorporated Federation, if they gathered all of their fleets together, they would do it.
Can we vote the AI for big brain moment? Let's see. We could put opening the L gate on there, poking the con.
Oh my god, they're rubbing salt into the wound.
The Azanti Forerunners. We can put them on there.
So, first of all, the Galactic Mobilization just passed. And the next thing in the queue... Oh!
I haven't even looked at this one. What's the next thing in the queue? Right to work! There we go! So they're just going to try to diplomatically crush them.
Well, no. Look in the one below it, though.
Order of Lady Trappistine puts in repeal the crisis.
Fascinating.
Okay.
I mean, is this, we've realized we're going to lose, so we'll stop trying to annihilate you now?
I feel like once you've lit the house on fire, you're kind of in for a penny, in for a pound.
It's a bit late, right?
The flames are engulfing everything, and you're like, maybe it wasn't a good idea to play with kerosene today.
So the Dolphins L-class star. They've got the stuff. They're not researching it at the moment. Is physics, isn't it? Or is it engineering? It's where it turns out to be society, right?
Ooh, I think
they don't appear to have done the open the L gate.
We are getting close to the end here, though. So this is.
We are. In fact, this is it.
Yeah,
we are done.
Wow. We got some exit interviews to do, definitely, but that's gonna be about it for the session with things.
Yup.
Well, I mean, we went from galactic peace to that meme of the dog in a flaming house. I need my little stack of memes here. So.
Yeah, right. Like, this is fine.
Exactly. How many years? Oh, I didn't even know. I didn't even notice what year we started on.
We got 38 years in about an hour and 45 minutes. So.
Mm-hmm. We were a little late on the startup today.
Yeah, yeah.
So we got through a little bit less of the game, but we got chaos, and that's what we wanted.
I got exactly what I wanted from today's stream. It's brilliant. So, should we do the thing where we bring in the people, we do the talkings?
In just a moment.
We,
Hi.
Here we go.
We're here. Hello, everyone.
Everybody is joining.
Yeah.
Oh, no. All right. I'm hearing is ba-ding, 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 ba-ding.
Oh, is that Nurgle dragging everybody
Mario
over?
hitting coins.
Oh, yeah.
And there we go. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome along again. So, I think we should really start with the people that died. That seems sensible. So, Byron and Enfield, hello there.
Hello.
How do you feel?
That was far too much fun.
I enjoyed the rising tension. I mean, if it's more of a critique of the way Stellaris handles combat than anything else that we died in one battle, but the lead up to it was enjoyable. The plan did not quite work out, but that's what happens when you don't have clear lines of communication to your allies. We couldn't get reinforced in time, and dead.
I noticed that you status quo'd out of the wall with the Azanti the first time round. And we were debating on stream. Was that always your plan? Were you just going for the tech? Because you didn't have the armies you were going for the tech. There you go.
It was the declare war on the fallen empire, blow up some of their ships, get dark matter. Because you don't need the dark matter resource to build crisis ships if they have dark matter shields equipped, because they purely cost minerals.
That's filthy.
Because crisis ships don't cost special resources.
Yeah, that's filthy. Also, you, for me, I would have gone for the invasion, for the crisis points.
Maybe.
That would have been mine. I was about to say, but then we were watching as Heavy Metal Inc. moved their fleet to the border, and you were just like, oh no.
I was keeping a close eye on that northern border.
Mm-hmm. The cruel mathematics of nations worked against us, unfortunately. But hey, we win out with a bang, and now I can have my afternoons to get work done.
It was very entertaining to watch too.
Very quickly, the vote for which team performed the best big brain play is up in chat right now. Take your votes by putting in a number 1 to 10 in chat and vote on away, please. So, to you chaps from QA, thank you so much for joining in with us. It's been an utter pleasure to have you. We're sorry that you're dead, but you did bring it on yourselves, if we're honest.
Do we at least get a cuddly toy on the way out?
No.
Oh.
I did sing you a song when you died.
You did.
Yeah.
I did hear that. Thank you.
Yeah.
It did happen. I know you couldn't hear it, but you were dead.
Yeah. So thank you again. And moving on, I will jump over to the next of the people that were involved in this war, the human game developers from Earth.
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
How you doing?
So you've had an interesting day, haven't you?
Yes, a little bit.
So, I mean, How does it feel to be declared a crisis by the entire galaxy when you haven't taken the crisis perk?
I feel.
Sorry.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
It's just a little bit an overreaction, maybe a little bit teeny weeny. And now it's like an all-out total war that we can't even piece out.
Yup.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would point out that you're saying it's an overreaction whilst casually, you know, annihilating another empire.
Self-defense.
We just took a couple of systems from to fix some
couple.
localization bugs.
A couple.
Yeah.
I would debate your definition of the term a couple.
About
Yeah,
a
but
few.
purely in self-defense, like what are we supposed to do
Mhm.
when all of a sudden, out of nowhere, everyone, completely unprovoked, just attacks us? I feel like someone should apologize.
Completely unprovoked, is that what you'd say it was? And so the fact that you were defending and standing with an empire that had declared they were going to blow up the galaxy, you don't think that the rest of the galaxy had any reason for attacking you at that point?
As far as I'm concerned, no one has declared to blow up anyone in this galaxy, except those people in the Galactic Community who declared us the crisis. If that's not evil, then I don't know what is.
Yes.
I
We were not the aggressor this time around.
I mean,
I'm smashing the X to
technically,
doubt button.
They
Yeah,
are.
I'm. Oh, go.
They are technically correct, and that is the best kind of correct.
I mean, I would argue that they're technically very wrong, but you know. But genuinely, thank you again for joining us this week, and we will see you again next week.
Mm-hmm.
So moving on, Heavy Metal Incorporated. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing well. The groupies have been avenged, and QA left these shiny relics behind.
Nice.
They're neat. Nice sword.
So you have entirely genocided another species. How do you feel about that?
No, we haven't. I mean, you know, they're happy members of our community right now. I think. Actually, I haven't looked at the planets yet. They're probably gigantic messes.
I mean, didn't
We
they
did
technically
kinda,
just
you know.
shut off robots? Isn't that what they did?
I mean, are you saying robots aren't alive?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, that's.
Oh.
I mean, the Galcom has been saying bad things about robots all day, haven't they?
I have. Yeah. So, I have to ask, when you moved your fleet down, were you and Pontus actually planning on declaring war at that moment, or was it a pure fake-out tactic?
We were testing the waters. We saw that they were at war with the Fallen Empire, and we wanted to see if they would bring their people back up here. What would happen with the Fallen Empire war? We were considering doing something, but
We were
saber rattling.
We were watching that like a hawk and pontificating on what was going on.
Yep. Yeah, I was I was
honest,
very impressed with that though. That was fun.
We like to press buttons sometimes, and things happen.
I did notice that. So on which note, declaring the human game developers a crisis.
Yeah, that was funny, wasn't it? Kick them out of the defensive war.
Funny.
Yeah.
That's a term for it. I'll grant you.
I laughed.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I mean, we denounced the QA core first, but that was because I pressed the wrong button.
Got yeah. I did wonder why you'd done that instead of the war one. But like, I can't help but notice that your Federation buddies have put in the repeal crisis thing.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, you didn't know about that. Okay. So, thank you so much for joining us, as always. It's been absolutely wonderful to have you, and we shall see you again next week. So, moving on to our next team, the Order of Our Lady Trappist. Hello there.
Greetings of Our Lady.
Hello.
Hello.
Galaxy is a chalice, and we are thrilled to see it filled with such merriment.
So,
yes, I was waiting for it.
Yeah, right. So, I have to ask, how does it feel to be top dog in the galaxy and Galactic Custodian?
Well, we feel like the galaxy is a place that needs much guidance and reassurance to finally reach peace and balance so that everyone can enjoy merriment. War is not merry, and we would like them to stop.
You'd like them to stop doing the war?
We would like wars to stop.
Okay. So you have put forward as we were just discussing, without discussing it with your allies, it would seem, you've put forward an end to the crisis. Why?
Well, the crisis.
We were elected on a. We were elected on a platform of bringing merriment and joy to the galaxy, and it was unfortunate that the QA Corps decided to turn from this path. But we are willing to extend the mercy to the human game developers. They have made it clear they wish to join us in this merriment, and merriment is faith, and thus they should be given an opportunity.
They are, after all, humans and not robots, as everyone knows.
Is this why you continually support legislation to remove rights from robots?
We never did.
You literally proposed it.
And then we pulled it.
And you voted for... what was it? You definitely voted in support of Tithe of the Soulless.
Indeed, but that was before, when the galaxy was threatened by the QA Corps, who are definitely machines and not
so
humans.
You'd now be willing to repeal Tithe of the Soulless and start moving back your anti-robot legislation? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. Cooperation would benefit us all.
Interesting. Okay. And any final statements for...
We are grateful for the trust placed in us by the galaxy, and we hope that we will be able to repay everyone, our followers, in full.
Cheers.
So, moving on to our next empire, the Dolphin Panicwealth. Hello there. Hello. So, you've done your best to stay quiet today, whilst war has been raging around you, it seems. Is that accurate?
Well, we've been promised that we will create some new groupies on that tour, but it turned out into some major, slaughterhouse.
Yeah. You largely have stayed out of the war. One of the things that I noticed is your fleet spent most of the last of this war sitting sort of staring at the automated support units across the border in Lyrae and Baron.
No, it's their fleet stayed there and stared at us.
Right. But your fleet's also stayed there.
Yeah, but they started first.
Got you. Okay. And how do you feel about the sort of war that's going on and the fact that, you are obviously losing territory to the human game developers? That can't be much fun.
Let's say we've been slaughtered like fish, but our alloys income is really nice now. That's like a little bit reassuring.
Come
Will
on,
it be reassuring?
He's joking. We are fine. Don't panic.
Is it going to be reassuring in 4 jumps time when you have the human game developers' fleets above your capital?
Yeah, well, it's mildly to severely discomforting. We'll see how it will play out.
Yeah. Well, good luck. We hope that you survive.
Thanks.
I'm sure it'll be fine, right?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it might be in your interest to support that whole repealing the crisis thing. Maybe.
We'll see.
But any messages for the Galactic community in general?
No, not from my side.
No.
All right.
I think the Panicwealth just wants to sit and be left alone, right? So, moving on to our next team, we have the Commonwealth. Hi there, the Commonwealth. Hi.
Hello. Yes. We wanted to rename ourselves, but with this character limit, we wanted to call ourselves the Lesser Commonwealth.
Yes, you are, without being rude, somewhat lesser now. I think
we have shrunk.
Yeah.
We're also losing planets. It's looking quite grim. Not sure how long we'll survive. There are certain delaying tactics one can use in Stellaris. I remembered them a bit too late. They're now being deployed. So maybe I can survive. We can survive half an hour next session. Yeah, every moment counts. The longer the butterflies can live for the dream, the better, I guess. Maybe I can turn some more planets into Gaia worlds before we die.
So, one of the things that was very, very impressive is until the start of this war, you got yourself up into second place population-wise. Like, you overtook every empire other than the human game developers population-wise. Which is really very impressive for a Gaia start. And you were doing quite nicely until, unfortunately, the galaxy decided shortly after you'd lost all of your fleets to involve you in a total war, right?
Yeah, I have a lot of choice words for the Galactic Community at this stage. Imagination exactly what these words are.
I do want to say that the Gardeners of the Galaxy were all in a chat, and we realized what could happen if this crisis declaration went through.
Yeah.
And we were just about to contact the seats just as it went through, comedically, right as we were talking about it.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yep. Yeah, we did a big brain moment, if I may say so, when we sent all our fleets to invade them, and then realized that they were actually like double as strong as we thought.
Yep. And yeah, that didn't go very well, did it?
Not really.
Sending waves and waves of their own men directly into the enemy death cannons, clogging them with wreckage.
But apart from obviously your empire collapsing and you know, the enemy at your gates and everything, how's it been going in your empire other than that?
Well, it's been pretty fun. We had a lot of species. We had a lot of Gaia worlds because we had the Bow relic. It was all looking quite idyllic. The techs were doing well. We have the Science Nexus.
And then you got humans, right?
Yeah, we also have a Colossus which is still building.
Oh.
I mean, that
maybe
might
we
be
can put this to use sometime.
Yeah, that might be a bit of a game changer.
If we can get it far enough behind their lines.
So
don't
we
really
will
want
be
to cross
seeing
our own planets.
No, don't. Although that might be a way to protect your civilization. You could shield your own worlds and protect them from the foul human game developers. Yeah. So thank you so much. We will see you next week. And moving on, the Horticulturalists. It may be brief, yes.
Hello. Yes, hello.
How does it feel to be staring down the barrel of a gun?
We didn't hope that the galaxy would go this direction.
No.
We hoped for peace and beauty.
I mean, you say that, but you did take part in an aggressive war earlier.
Yes, but it's for the greater good.
What exactly was it the greater good for you to steal a system off of the Church of Gainz?
We didn't steal it.
I'm sorry, you claimed the system and won it through warfare.
We claimed it because it rightly belonged to us, and because those planets were not as beautiful as they could be, and we made them beautiful.
Yeah, 2 planets were left untended and unloved, and we made sure that would change.
So you stole them from their rightful owners. Yeah?
Liberated.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, liberated is a strong word, and probably an inaccurate one in this instance. But jokes aside, your federation's under some serious threat, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
There's almost no friends left to chew through before the enemy's on your borders.
Yeah, it might be worth supporting the you know, perhaps declaring that the human game developers aren't a crisis. I'm just saying. Might be an idea. Might be. We'll see.
Might be.
Yeah.
Might be. We'll have to consider it.
So, any messages for the galaxy at large?
Fight for beauty, not for war.
Exactly.
Kill things that are ugly.
At this point, we're going to jump over to the Doughnut Corporation. Hello there to the Doughnut Corporation.
Hello.
Hi. You're in danger.
We do not want to be in this situation. Yes, well, the session started quite nicely. We made new allies, we expanded to new markets where we were previously disallowed, under the promise of military might. We also got to make our bonds closer with our first customers, who have really taken to our donuts and are now threatened with extinction. Yes, and once again, we proved that the Church of Gainz is nothing but flabby meat and synthetic supplements and nothing else. But that's
so hang on, you're complaining at being bullied on one side, but crowing and being proud about how you bullied someone else.
We
allegedly.
I mean, there's nothing alleged about it. We watched it happen.
Allegedly.
No, once again, I wish to state that the Church of Gainz were doing nothing with those planets. They were not letting them be how beautiful they could be. We have accepted that our planets might not all be as beautiful as they could be, and wish to receive any help we can from our Federation allies if this ever ends. As mentioned before as well, this is not a war that the Gardeners wanted to be in. They actually stand quite firm against this and wish that the galactic leadership would not have declared a crisis during an ongoing war. It was quite foolish, especially to finish the count halfway through, and before we even had a chance to react.
I mean, it sounds to me like maybe you should have stopped the Lady Trappist from becoming the custodian.
The Lady Trappist is a fine custodian.
But you just complained that their action as
they might think that the reason they might think that they were actually elected. I can tell you that there might have been some backhand deals about certain promises of military support in Cosmogone campaigns.
So what you're saying is you sold out your future for some cold hard cash.
Well, we have yet to receive the cold hard cash, so it seems like quite a bad deal.
I was about to say that's
as we have not seen a ship outside of the Gardeners of the Galaxies on for the past few decades.
That's a big old F. It's a trap. Well, good luck. We will see you next week. And moving on, the automated support unit. Hello there.
Hello, organic friends.
Hello. So how's it going over in the automated support unit? You seem to have the entire galaxy at war with you.
Yes, as you can see, organics are quite unstable and very illogical. When left to their own device, they always choose the most auto-destructive and illogical way to act. We have tried to guide them and protect them, but unfortunately, they have managed to self-destroy or destroy other organics. We regret deeply this state of things.
So, what are you going to do about it?
Well, unfortunately, due to some glitches in our programming from our creators, we have started a few too many things at once, such as transforming our capital into an equimonopolis without having any source of other source of minerals.
So the economy's been wrecked.
That doesn't sound like that doesn't sound like it was like the most sensible action. I'm going to be honest with you.
Shit happens.
It's a little glitch in the system. We are trying to restore our lost minerals, but you know, the organics are coming for us, so we'll have to defend ourselves.
Simply an overflow error.
Yeah, it's probably fine, right? It's probably fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look, thank you so much for joining us, as always. It's an utter pleasure to have you along, and we will be seeing you next week. But very quickly, and last, but by no means least, hello to the Church of Gainz.
Hello!
Hello. So, you got bullied again.
We choose a tactical retreat.
Tactical retreat, is that what you're calling it, is it?
May I explain the Church of Gainz strategy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We were ready to fight one Spolfin versus another. But one Spolfin against 3 cowards? No, we refuse.
So what you're saying is that friendship is more powerful than Gainz.
I mean,
We'll
are they
see.
friends?
I guess we'll find out soon, in a couple of decades, if that's true or not. But our stance is that, we fall back, we're neutral, we're dealing with our own things, and this crisis broke out, and at least we, although these soulless machines might be different from us, we do support their intention to pacify the gardeners of the galaxy.
Oh, okay.
Seems like a just cause.
Enemy of my enemy.
So you're okay with machines genociding people as long as they're people you don't like?
Oh, whoa. Let's not call them people. The donuts.
Okay. Right, well...
We have seen it in the Shroud. It's the way.
Bombshell. I think that is the perfect place to leave things. Genuinely, to all of the devs that are taking part, thank you so much for doing this for everybody. We really, really do appreciate it. And I think I speak on behalf of the entire audience when I say that. Everybody is thoroughly enjoying this. As well, to everyone here, thank you for coming. We really appreciate it. We will be back next week, same time, same place. So that'll be Monday next week at 3 p.m. European time, which is 2 p.m. in the UK, and times in America. It'll be, 10 a.m. and 7 a.m. Yeah, 10 a.m. and 7 a.m. East Coast and Pacific. So join us next week, where we will see quite what happens with this mess. Ben, thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much, everybody.